So this is the question paper of General Study 4, Ethics paper. Total time is 3 hours, full marks 250. The question paper contains 17 questions, Group A 12 and Group B 5. Each question of Group A Each question of Group A consists of 15 marks. So from 12 you have to answer only 10 questions. So Group A consists of 150 marks. And another 5 question. From Group B you have to answer all 5 questions, which consist of 20 marks each. See, question number 1. The whole problem with the world is that fools and fanatics are always so certain of themselves, and wise people so full of doubts. Bertrand Russell. In the light of this quote, examine the importance of two qualities: open-mindedness and intellectual humility for a public servant. You have to answer this question. It is of 15 marks. Then question number 2. Ram and Syam are twin brothers raised in the same family. They both study in the same school. Ram is a bright student and excels academically. Syam is not good at studies but is a keen learner otherwise. Later in life, Ram clears a competitive civil service examination and joins government service in a senior position. Syam blooms as a successful businessman. Within a few years, Syam has grown rich, owns a mansion, and lives a life of luxury. Ram, who is an honest civil servant, receives a modest salary and cannot afford luxurious lifestyle ensured by his brother Syam. Colleagues and friends of Ram cajole him to turn corrupt and make money. Ram, however, remained convinced that he is servant of public and his duty is to serve the nation and people selflessly. His friends dismiss his argument as impractical idealism. With whom do you agree and why? Would a handsome increase in salary of public servants be an appropriate response to the problem of corruption in bureaucracy? Discuss. This is a very interesting question. 15 mark. Then question number 3. Manish is an upright officer of forest department. He clears the license application of a rich timber merchant after observing due procedure. A few days later, the timber merchant sends an expensive wooden sofa set and a dining table set to the residence of Manish. When Manish returns home, he is upset that the furniture has been gifted to him by the merchant without even mentioning about it to him. He immediately telephones the merchant and conveys his displeasure, asking the merchant to take the furniture away. The merchant explains that the furniture is a small gift and there is nothing unusual about it. Being a common practice, wife of Manish, who is overhearing the conversation, suggests that the timber merchant can be paid the price of the furniture as the house badly needed some good furniture. Accordingly, Manish offers to pay the price. The timber merchant reluctantly agrees to accept payment from Manish. He quotes a ridiculously low price for the furniture. The merchant explains that he runs a huge furniture making factory and costs incurred by him are really low. Manish agrees to the offer and pays the quoted price to the timber merchant. What what are your views about the ethicality of the conduct of Manish in this incident? Do you think Manish should have acted differently? Has Manish acted in a corrupt manner? Discuss with reason. Mohan is an upright and honest block development officer, BDO, but his honest style of working has generated bad blood with some junior officers who are corrupt. One morning, a destitute woman appears before Mohan and requests him to approve her ration card application. She has already approached a junior officer, but her request has been turned down as she does not have Aadhaar card, which is a requirement as per rules. After examining the case, Mohan realizes that the woman is entitled to have a ration card and non-availability of Aadhaar card is a mere paper formality. Mohan has the administrative power to grant ration card without Aadhaar card in exceptional cases using his discretionary powers. He, however, apprehends that in case he approves the ration card, he would be accused of using his power for making money through corrupt means. The junior officers who hold a grudge against Mohan are looking for such an opportunity when they can paint Mohan as a corrupt officer. Mohan is wondering if he should run the risk of sullying his reputation for the sake of a poor woman. What advice would you tender to Mohan in this situation, and why? So this is a case of ethical dilemma. Dilemma. Ethical dilemma. The question is repeated. Question 4. Again. Okay. Next, question number 5. The risk to Information Act. The Risk to Information Act entitles every citizen of the country to seek information from any government entity without giving any reason for seeking the information. This has arguably caused a huge burden on the government departments to satisfy the information seeker. Are you in favor or against this arrangement? Justify your answer with supporting examples. RTI Act. Do you think that emotional intelligence is a significant factor in making of a good public servant? Why? Between the intellectual prowess and emotional intelligence, which should get priority while selecting a public servant? Several decisions taken by the government are declared to have been taken in public interest. Many laws, regulations, and rules provide that the government can act in a certain manner if warranted by the public interest. What do you understand by the term public interest? Can there be any objective criterion to decide what is in public interest and what is not? Explain with an example. Question number 8. Conduct rules governing public servants put certain restriction on them covering social, financial, and personal matters. Their right to participate in political activities and right to expression is also circumscribed. Do you think that the government is justified in curtailing the civil rights of the government servants? Discuss. What do you understand by environmental ethics and our duty towards maintaining biodiversity, non-human life on earth, and responsible self-sustaining use of natural resources? The Constitution lays down duty to protect and improve the natural environment as one of the fundamental duties for every citizen of India. Is this an absolute duty or does it admit of exceptions in consideration of practicality? While India is not a signatory to the International Convention relating to status of refugees, several persons who have entered India without valid documents keep seeking refugee status in India. In this context, the use of allowing basic facilities to Rohingya refugees from Myanmar has been before the Supreme Court of India. Do we have a moral obligation to provide shelter to refugees on humanitarian grounds, particularly when a section of our own population is living in poverty? Discuss. Some thinkers argue that gender equality is not innate to Indian society as the mainstream cultural values and religious beliefs promote misogynist attitudes. How far do you agree with this view? What role can ethical governance play in ensuring gender justice and women empowerment? Suggest some steps that the government can take to promote gender equality in the country. In modern age, several corporate houses have grown huge with their financial outlay being bigger than the budget of many countries, like BlackRock. In this context, explain the necessity of ethical decision making in corporate governance. Would you answer Would your answer be different in case of public sector undertakings? Then group B. You have to write all the answers, each answer in 300 words, which carries 20 marks. It is forbidden to kill, therefore, all murderers are punished unless they kill in large numbers and to sound of trumpets. Voltaire. In the light of the above statement, Voltaire discuss whether war as a state policy can be justified in the modern age. Can there be a just war? Discuss with reference to Operation Sindoor. Operation Sindoor, uh, it was a very serious terrorism attack in Jammu Kashmir last year. Laws are like cobwebs which may catch small flies, but let wasps and gnats break through. Examine this quote by Jonathan Swift. In the light of our nation's objective to emerge as a fair, just, and egalitarian society, what effective and practical steps would you take as a public servant to ensure that the law is applied to all in an impartial and non-partisan manner? Question number 15. I will give you a talisman. Whenever you are in doubt, apply the following test. Recall the face of the poorest and the weakest man whom you may have seen, and ask yourself if the step you contemplate is going to be of any use to him. Will he gain anything by it? Will it restore him to a control over his own life and destiny? In other words, will it lead to Swaraj for the hungry and spirituality starving nation? And spiritually starving nation? Then you will find your doubts and yourself melt away. Mahatma Gandhi, this is a quote by Mahatma Gandhi. In the light of the above quote, discuss the role of a public servant in a welfare state. Do you think that the test suggested about above by Gandhiji can be applied to all situations faced by a public servant in present day complex world? Can scientific temper and traditional cultural values coexist in a society? What can possibly be areas of conflict? Has Indian society been able to reconcile the two? Give some examples. Question number 17. A doctor with expertise in organ transplant comes across 5 different patients needing organ donation. These patients badly need 5 vital body organs, one each to survive. The doctor meets a perfectly healthy person and without obtaining his consent removes 5 organs from his body and transplants the organs in his 5 patients, thereby giving them gift of life. This is a very dangerous situation and threatening situation in which without their permission doctor removes 5 organs from a person's body, thereby giving them gift of life. When questioned, the doctor claims his action to be completely ethical as he saved 5 lives by sacrificing just one life. He quotes the utilitarian theory of ethics given by philosopher Jeremy Bentham that highest good of highest number is the essence of an ethical action. Do you agree with the argument of the doctor? Give your reasons. So these are the questions which are asked by OPSC Civil Service examination which was held in February 2026.